Thursday mean Abundance Thursday? I realize I got my,
Yes,
my son's
sir.
little bowl over here. So welcome back, Vinny. Man,
Thank
you
you,
are in the Bay
brother.
Area. I know that you are
Just
absolutely
finished,
crushing it.
just just finished my chia seeds and Greek yogurt, non-fat, walnuts and almonds and peaches today. And my wife gave me some papaya. So healthy eating is so important.
So to bring it all together, for those of you who have never heard of this show before, this is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Morello, and the great Vinny Smile Chopra.
I'm
Vinny
no
came to this
great. I'm
country.
not great.
Well, you're pretty amazing, right? So you came to this country with $7 in your pocket. You're 73 years young. Birthday's coming up in September, and one of the things that you've done is you've inspired thousands of people through your books. And I got them over here in my
Thank
purple
you.
section, so I got your four books
Thank
there. But you've also helped people who were pretty wealthy save money on taxes and generate
Yes.
income. And my first book
Yes.
was Broke to a Quarter Million, where I was just talking about how to make that first quarter million, like how to get
Yes.
around it. But the
I
bottom
read
of it,
it.
I said the point is not to work, it's to generate income. And that was the
Yes.
philosophy that broke me out of just working for my money. And I know that you work with doctors, you work with dentists, you work with chiropractors, engineers, other real
Mhm.
estate investors,
Lots
because
of
real estate
IT people,
investors,
lots of IT people and entrepreneurs, brother. Oh my
IT,
gosh.
because what do they
Yes.
realize? They realize that they're only as good as their next deal. They're only as good as their next job. They're only as good as the next big IPO or the next sale. But after
Yeah.
that, you got to do something with the money. And
Yes.
having somebody else do it is how you scale. And now I realize now the point is not to work, it's to generate income is empowered through entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs understand, but
Yeah.
also investors understand. And so one of the things that I like to ask you today, Vinny, is what is it that you've seen in the minds of a person who comes to you and then puts their money with you? I know there's trigger points in a person's life where they
Yeah.
realize what I'm doing is not working, but me managing my money is not working, or this other entity managing my money is not working, or this asset class that I'm in, I'm too exposed, or it's not working. What are some of the pain points that a person has who's been doing it their way the whole time? But when did they come to Vinny Chopra?
To be truthful, many times these are referrals. I'm putting a whole big machine together for lead generation. I'll be buying some databases and all because my product is great product and I want to get it in people's hand. That's what I say. If I have a very good investment and they have big negative K1s, LP and GP, limited partners or GP partner, they could really do wonders to save on their taxes. And when you save on your taxes, if somebody gives me 100,000 and they are earning 400,000 plus. So in California, they're at 37% or so in federal tax and about, let's say, 12% approximately. So 50% of their money goes to taxes. But if I can give them a negative K1 of 100,000 and they save 50% of that, they made 50% return on their money in year one, right away. Even before I paid them the cash flows and the equity gain. So it's mind blowing to a lot of people. They have never looked at it that way. So my high net worth investors, when they meet with me, I just ask them what you have done in your investment, just as a strategy call to find out if they have invested in stock market or into private lending is big. I find my investors do that, as a second to some property or things like that. And they have money in crypto and other places. They also tell me, Vinny, I gave this money and I lost this money. So I want to find out what their risk factor is. Because some people in the last 4 or 5 years with multifamily, it has become very difficult to give them returns because of everything. Everybody knows the interest rates haven't come down, insurance prices have gone up, property taxes have gone up. So, and the rents have not gone up that much. So, all those things have culminated into loss of capital fully or no dividends. I know you're doing so well in Cleveland. I'm so happy for you
That's because
because
I
you're
bought it
buying.
really good.
Yes, that's it.
Because I bought it really, really well.
It's always that. It's always that. You buy right.
Yeah.
But what people have done in the last 4 years in USA is mind blowing. They were overbidding, overbidding, overbidding. And just because they could raise the money, they got them into trouble by overbidding at higher price. The interest rates did not come down, which they wanted them to. They took bridge loans. Anyway, this show is not for that. But the thing is, my investors are liking me, giving me 200,000, 250, 400, 1 million. They're giving me because they can save 500,000 in taxes this year.
So Vinny, I gotta share with you, and I'll share with the room.
Again,
I
I'm not a CPA. I'm not
not a
selling any
CPA, not an
security.
attorney, not a
We are
financial
not selling,
advisor.
not
Yeah,
at all. And I'm not selling a security because I have a
right.
506c fund, which is I can talk to accredited investors only, and I can speak about my things freely to the public. Because if I do a different syndication, 506b, it has to be pre-established relationship with my audiences, with my
I
family,
like that.
friends.
I like that every time we're on a show, you give away some free knowledge. It's like, hey, by the way, here's how these products work. So I did a thing. I went and I've been
Mhm.
digging into AI, and I spoke to one of my lenders yesterday. Actually, he's a partner now. He just came in as a partner in one of my deals. We converted his note over to equity, and he told
Yes,
me, I said, "Hey man, I want to show you how Appfolio works. I want to get you in. You're a partner now." And he told me, he's like, "Walter, I know you're busy. I don't want to take your time and pull you off of that." And I said, "No, dude, bro, I'll sit down with you. You're a partner. I want to make sure
totally,
you understand everything that
totally.
we're doing." And he
Mhm.
told me this. He said, "I seen what you're doing with the AI." He's like, "I see you. I know you put in like 23 hours the other day, 18 hours the other day." He said, "I know it's really important work. I know you're committed to help more people." And I got to tell you what we did. What I did this morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning before I shut down the computer, I put in a prompt into my Calendly, into my calendar, into my Fathom calls, into my Zoom calls, everything you and I were just talking about, Vinny. And I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
here are all the people who have done deals with me, my investors, my lenders, the people
Mhm.
who've paid a lot of money for my coaching programs. I want you to go
Yeah.
and I want you to take these people and I want you to go and like figure out what you know about them inside my CRM, all the forms they've filled out
Wow.
over the years. And it came up with this document that's huge, a huge document, but then I had to break it down into simple categories. And I want to read this one to you.
Please.
How they describe the problem in their own words. Life is full. This is I'm quoting now. Like it pulled quotes
Yes,
from people
from the.
without telling me who it was. This is why this result is so awesome.
Mhm.
Life is full of choices and opportunities, but I think it comes down to time or money. That's what it is, and it's a balance between the two. And another one is right now the time is a little more crunched. Uh, and
Everybody's
another one
stressed
is
out.
it's a little more than I signed up for just recently. And like these are they're defining the problems. At the same point, they're saying at the same point, you have to kind of balance that with your own kind of priorities. Like this is just like
Mhm.
transcripts. So as
Yeah,
I'm reading through, I'm realizing it's time. It keeps
yeah,
coming back to time. It keeps coming back. Another one. We haven't been smart with our money. Oh, that's another one. Okay. Like they
mhm.
feel like they've kind of like you were just everything you just described. That's one of the sentences that was pulled out of
Yeah.
these transcripts. And then
Mhm.
here's another one. It's a cost benefit analysis.
Mhm.
Like why are they coming to us? It's because they're doing this. Their brain is thinking these things.
Yeah.
um, Here's another one. What bucket do you pull from? It's hard
Mhm.
to make the decision, right? They
Mhm.
want somebody who makes the decision. They want to know, where do I pull the money from?
Yep.
Where do I put the
Yep.
money into? Uh, so this type of research is it's interesting, right? It's
Very, very,
even though like it's
totally.
coming from because I recognize every one of those sentences. I've been on those calls with those people. I know what they are,
Yep.
but it's different people. Every one of those lines is a different conversation, a different person, and it pulled that from the transcript to say they're all thinking the same
Totally.
thing.
Totally. I totally agree what you're saying. See, because people are used to it's status quo. You pay taxes and two things are eminent: death and taxes, people say, right? But the big thing is you can avoid legally pay less taxes, and why not? And everybody who's paid wealth and being able to build their net worth, they have to be in real estate, because real estate you could get leverage. Bank gives you 70% of the loan or 60% of the loan, whatever it is. You bring only 30% of your money, and then bank, when it grows, the product grows, real estate grow, then they don't want any piece of the growth. They just want their money to be returned, loan.
Listen to
So
this. I got a section in here called fear language. It says, uh, we make our own choices, right? We haven't been
mhm,
smart with our money. That could be a pile of rubble. I don't know. I was stupid and had to pay taxes anyway. I just had to
mhm,
make sure I didn't get it called. I know this was a conversation about somebody who had leveraged margin, and
yes,
then I'm not comfortable bringing somebody else's money into something unless I've gone through it first.
yep, yep, yep. I agree
And
with
I
you.
have heard that so many times, Vinny, from people over the years that they're saying, man, like I don't want to. I have a lot of friends who want to go and do stuff, but I don't want to introduce
Mhm.
them until I've put my money there first. And why is everybody doing this? People have like the people we're talking to have recognized that hard work
Yeah,
doesn't get results. It gets a
that's
degree
true.
of results, but
Mhm.
you have to leverage other people, other investments, other assets, and you have to some degree, if you don't have tax saving strategies built in, Uncle Sam's just got to take one third or one like 40% of everything you're making. That it's a painful deduction.
It is, and it's not just that the income tax we pay, federal and California, we
It's
pay
also state.
10.5 state tax too, which is 14% or 15% in our case, plus federal, plus sales tax, SALES, sales tax of 10.5%. Wherever I go, buy some things or go to restaurants, 10.5. Hold on. Then there is
Come to Florida,
estate
Vinny.
tax.
You
I
gotta
know,
get
brother.
out.
I know. But then I don't know if I can show this,
Oh
but
yeah,
I
it's a
wrote
new
this
book.
book, Keeping New Hand Pocket Book, Keep More. Keep more of your money that you earn, W2 income, as well as dividends, as well as passive incomes, how to keep more. And I would
Vinny, do
love,
you have that on a PDF? Would you be
yes,
able to send
sir.
that to me?
I do. Yes, sir. I'm
All
sending
right,
you
so
right away.
everybody who's listening to this right now, if you drop in the comments
Yes.
below PDF, I will actually put keep more, put air quotes, keep more,
Keep
hashtag
more.
keep
Keep
more,
more. Yeah.
and I will send out an email to the community if I
Mhm.
get a couple of people who want it. I'll send that book out with
Totally.
a link so you
Totally.
can download it directly. So, Vinny,
Yes.
this concept of generating income, it's people know it's possible. What are the steps that somebody should go through before they actually go and do a deal or go and do investments? What are some of that like the first three
You
things
know,
that you would say somebody should do?
the biggest thing I could ever,
And this
ever
is not
say,
financial advice. This is
no, it's not,
simply
not at all.
what Vinny would
Entertainment
tell
and
somebody.
educational, entertainment and educational purposes only. Please talk to your CPA, advisor, attorney, everybody. But the key thing is you got to make up your mind that I want to beat inflation. Inflation is 3.5, 4, 6%. With gas, maybe even 7%. But the key thing is you got to make up your mind mentally. Then you find time is the next step. Rather than watching television or whatever, find time to educate yourself. Chat GPT, Claude, Grok, anything, Gemini. You could say, I have this much money in savings. How can I learn to invest it wisely? It will go through, and big professionals, what they talk about and charge so much money for, you will get it on your laptop right away. They'll say, do this, do this, do this. If I have $50,000, how to invest it wisely so that I don't lose my principal, but make like 10% return. Because if we make 10% in our lifetime every year, we'll do well. So the biggest thing is saving money, education, and then investing. I would say. So saving comes first. You cannot invest unless you have saved the money and have 6 months of emergency fund. If God forbid anything happens to us, or like that, 6 months at least, maybe even a year, I would say, with AI losing so many jobs left and right, it's just mind
Losing
blowing.
jobs and creating a whole lot of value.
True, so true, so true. But you got to jump on that, AI bandwagon to survive now. But the big thing is saving. Then education. You got to do education. Don't give the money to anybody who shows you the green things or the silver bullet or whatever. There's no silver bullet. You've got to find out who the operator is, why they are asking you to give them money, what's the legal paperwork, who else have invested with them, look at their track record, everything. And then you put that money to make more money for you, right? Grow the money, I say.
Wow, I just realized Go High Level has an option to enable ChatGPT inside the platform for the other
No.
users. Yeah, man, next level.
Oh,
So, all right, I'm gonna go generate more income. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn more about Vinny and the deals he's doing,
yes,
he will be on the Saturday call for a little bit.
yes,
There's
yes.
also vinnychopra.com, and there's a whole
Slash
bunch there.
hospitality. Slash hospitality. I just got the domain name yesterday, investwithvinny.com. And
So
it's getting
go to
ready.
investwithvinny.com and
It's
check it
coming up,
out.
coming up very
There's
quickly.
there's a
Yeah.
lot coming out. There's books coming out. There's
Thank you.
new
Thank
talks
you.
that he's doing every month. One of the
Hmm.
things that I'm very interested in is knowing what your goals are. For everybody
That's
who's
it.
listening right
Yeah.
now, me and Vinny care. We want to know what your goals are. We want what your challenges are.
Totally.
We want to know what
Yep.
you believe is stopping you. This next 2026, the next 2 quarters, next half of the year, very committed to building the
Yes.
right things for you. Vinny and I just had a conversation right before this podcast. We said, "Man, like,
Hmm.
what do they want? We'll build it. What do they want? We'll build it." So
Hmm.
we're open to listening at this point,
Yes.
and I'll be launching Kelly in 2 weeks. And Kelly's whole job is to listen. Her job is to listen and
I
find out what
love
you
it.
want and see
I
if we
love
can
it.
organize some good ideas to build for you. With that being said, Alchemist Nation's here to support you. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. I always work at the best. Abundance Thursdays, 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST. I'll see you on the next one.
See you in the next one. Yeah.
Thanks.